What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I hope you like this video. This is Love and Marriage Huntsville, season 5, episode 4. We are with Letitia and Marcel. They are still up in the woods trying to figure out this house situation. Marcel said that they have made progress. You can't see it, but because of COVID, because of contracts, because of other things, it's just moving really, really slow. You just got to be patient. And one day they're going to have their dream home and it's going to happen. So then Letitia tells him, listen, I'm investing in my mama food truck and you just gonna have to get on board. And he was like, I don't think that's a good idea. And she was like, but that's my mama and oh well, you can't tell me what to do with my mama. And he was like, I mean, do what you feel like you need to do, but I'm just telling you it's not a good idea. And she was like, well, I'm doing it. He was like, okay, fine. And she said, well, what's the difference between this and you wanting to invest with Martell, trusting Martell? And he was like, I don't see the connection. Like, we've been in business with Martell before. We know that Martell is good in business. He may not be great socially. He said, listen, she said, yeah, he tried to hurt us. Like the rumors that he started, the things that he said. And Marcel was like, listen, Martell was going through a really bad time and he probably wasn't the best version of himself. Like I've kind of, basically I've forgiven him and I've moved on and I'm done with it. She was like, well, ain't nothing happening until I say it's gonna happen because I'm a business. She's actually majority owner of Skull. So basically, she's like, I ain't signing off on nothing until I sign off on it. Now later on in the episode, we see her have this whole sit down with Martell, and I'm gonna be honest with you. Tisha was talking all that shit when she was talking to Marcel about, well, I'm gonna let Martell, I know I didn't appreciate this, and he said that, he did this, and I ain't like this, and I ain't like that, and I'm gonna let him know something. And then they sat down and had this whole conversation. And the majority of the conversation, she was trying to be messy. She was talking to Martell about Melinka and what was going on with Melody's mama and the Coke bottles and the fact that her mama posted her in the shirt, the team wifey shirt. Like, and Martell was like, that ain't even what I'm here for. Like, I just got back on a good place with Mel, and I really ain't trying to be sitting here filming a scene with you talking shit about her mama. Like, that's not what I'm trying to do. And bravo to you, Martell. Bravo to you, Martell, for wanting to be like, I ain't got nothing to do with that. Okay, that's between you, Mel, and her mama, and I ain't got nothing to do with it. But he did apologize, and she accepted his apology and agreed that they just gonna move forward. I was like, girl, you talked all that big shit, and you ain't even have, she brought it up. But you ain't really harp on it. And I'm you know why you ain't harp on it? Tisha, you know why you ain't push the issue? You know why you didn't really press Martell out about the comments he made about your husband and all his 20 women's? Because you didn't know what he was going to say. You were scared of what his response was going to be. That's what I got to say. Now, we see Martell link up with Melinka, and he tells her what Melody is saying. He said, listen, I ain't trying to be messy or nothing. I just want you to know if you hear the rumor in the streets, this is where it's coming from. According to, she said something to Kimmy, and Kimmy told Destiny, and Destiny told me. And it's a whole lot of he say, she say. But you're married, and I just don't want anything out there, if there are any rumors out there. And so Melinka was like, listen, me and you slept together in high school. Why is it still a thing? And I said, ooh. So y'all did sleep together. There is something there. There is a past there. Okay? There is a there. She said, but at the end of the day, that was a long time ago. I'm married and my husband shouldn't have to feel insecure about this relationship, this business relationship that me and you have, because Mel is out here starting shit and spreading rumors. She was like, I don't have nothing bad to say about Mel. I don't know her, and I'm not going to speak ill of her because I don't know her. But I don't appreciate that she would bring up something like that, or that she would insinuate or say these things. I don't appreciate that. So I can appreciate that Melinka was like, I ain't about to sit here and talk shit about Mel, but I don't like it. The other thing that she addressed was the whole, she was like, she said, first of all, I didn't quit your wedding. My mother took over. I quit personally, but my company didn't. My mother did finish your wedding, and your wedding was nice. That's number one. Number two, yes, I did step away because my assistant told me that you were trying to, flirt with her, and that you were trying to come on to her, and it made me uncomfortable, and I didn't want to be in the middle of it. I didn't want to be a part of it. So yes, I did step away, but I did not step away 2 weeks before the wedding, and there was more than enough time, and I did it professionally. So she cleared her name, honey, or at least she tried to, okay? Now we see Melody filming a scene with her mama, and basically they want us to know that Van out here doing interviews, honey. She out here doing interviews, and she addressed the fact that she posted the picture of Tisha in the team wife shirt from when they got into the big argument at the Valentine's Day thing. Remember, she posted it. Now, I still don't understand what the big deal was with Tisha posting the damn shirt. Like, she bought the shirt, she wore the shirt, she team wife. I feel like Tisha was being shady when she wore the shirt. And then y'all was being shady by her posting her in the shirt. Child, I can't keep up with all the shade. Okay, I can't keep up with the shadiness of the shade of the shade of the shade. Then we saw where Marceau posted a picture of the Coke. You know, you get the Coke bottles with your name on them. So it was Vanessa Scott. Allegedly, when she was dating Mark, their brother, allegedly she sent that picture to Mark. Now, Vanessa is saying, Van is saying Mark posted that picture, that he did that. She didn't do it. Marceau was saying that she did it, and he posted that because she was being shady by posting the picture of Tisha and teen wife. So he was being shady by posting the Vanessa Scott. Now, Vanessa is also upset about the fact that she feel like Martell knew the truth, that she didn't really date. She wasn't really dating Mark. That they were just friends, but that at the reunion he sort of took up for her. Took their side over hers, and she was like, I know that y'all ain't in a good place or whatever, but that really bothered me that he would take their side over mine, knowing the truth, knowing what the truth was, and child, whatever. So then, at the end of the day, Van. Don't nobody believe that y'all was just friends, okay? You dated the man. It is what it is. It's okay. It's okay to say we dated. It's okay to say we dated, but it wasn't serious. It's okay to say we dated, but it wasn't that deep. It's even okay to say we dated, but we ain't sleep together. I drove to see him a couple of times. He drove to see me a couple of times. It ain't work out, and we moved on with our life. But girl, don't nobody believe that nothing happened. That y'all weren't dating. Don't nobody believe that y'all didn't flirt, and that y'all wasn't more than friends. Don't nobody believe that. Now, at the end of the day, I know don't nobody care about what I believe, but don't nobody believe that, girl. Let it go. The fellas go out. The fellas are out. They bowling, and they just recapping, child. I feel like, Martell is recapping everything that we done already heard 3 times already. They talking about the shirt, the shadiness, and Marceau was like, well, I posted the shirt because, he was being shady. She was being shady. I was being shady. They were talking about the conversation he had with Tisha, and Marceau was like, listen, Tisha took over the business because we weren't running efficiently, and she took over, and ever since she took over, the business has been better, and I respect what she does as a manager, and she on board, I'm on board, and you gotta get her approval in order for me to be like, it's cool. Marceau let Martell know we can go into business with scope, but we're going to put it on paper. It's going to be very, very clearly defined. He said, listen, Martell is in a better place than he was, but I know he got a dark side, and I don't play them games when it comes to my business and how I feed my family. We also found out that Marceau was like, that he don't understand why Van is lying, because Van dated Mark for a while. They were together for a while. And he claims that the picture came from Van. That Van sent that picture to Letitia when the two of them were dating. They were in a good place. Hell, he said Van was even paying child support and stuff. Helping Mark pay his child support. I said, what? See, that's why I don't understand why people lie when the truth will do. If you had just said, Van, yes, we dated. It ain't, it didn't really go far. We dated. It wasn't that serious. Wouldn't nobody really had nothing to say. But the fact that you are denying that you ever dated this man, now it's all coming out. And I don't know if y'all have ever met Mark. When I say met, I don't mean personally, but Mark has been on panels and he's been in chats and stuff. Mark gonna tell it. Now, whether you choose to believe what he's saying, that's another conversation. But Mark gonna tell his truth. His truth. Okay? And then at the end of the episode, we just see the setup for the big fight next week. They've been dragging it out, child, because they know we've been waiting to see it. We see we're at the relaunch of Madani, with Destiny has vendors there. It looks like she's got vendors, Martell's mom is there. I don't know what she sell, but she was there selling something. Letitia's kids. I didn't know they had a gel, nail polish line. Her cousin is there selling makeup. She got Miss Wanda outside, you know, with the food, because we know. And we see, you know, everybody showing up. And Martell asked her, did she invite Melody? Now, Melnika is there. She was like, yeah, Mel's right here. And he was like, nah, you know who I'm talking about. And she was like, But, of course, we know Melody showed up. And that's pretty much where the episode ended, child. This was a filler to string us along to get us to this damn fight. Okay, Carlos? We know what you're doing, bruh. We know what you're doing. Let me know what y'all think. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.